Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2000 points, Orks versus Blood Angels. Right, welcome to this 2000 points game of Warhammer 40,000. It's Orks versus Blood Angels, one of the classic matchups on the channel. Revamped list here for the Orks with some new characters and adjustments, and then the Blood Angels to take them on in this fight. Before I run through the list here for the Orks, we'll go through the patrons at gold level. They get the name shouted out at the start of all of our games, and also a patronic dice to use at some crucial point in the battle. So they are Andrew Swan, Chris Heim, Carrie Kunkel, Thrall of the Silent King, Dave Humphreys, Dylan Moore, Travis and Jen, Longbow BB, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Martin aka Vagabond, Drew Gums, Maxfield Knuckles, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Peter Almo, Ray Cross, Samuel Penoneri, Scott Costello, the artist formerly known as Veej, Tyler Schwab, and Tyler Summers. Big thanks to them for their support. At the end of the game, I'll call it those supporting at silver level, and you can check out the end credits for all the Patreon supporters, including those supporting at bronze. All the proceeds now split 50-50. Half goes to the Camera and Gear Fund for equipment on the channel, and the other half goes to SSWG War Games Club. So for this Ork list, it's been adjusted slightly here. There's a new character as well being added in, but I'm running a double patrol. Going to run these all as Goths, so 6 of pop extra hits in close combat, +1 strength on the charge as well, and for the Goths. So HQ choices, first up, regular war boss here, it's Gut Ripper, taking the Power Claw, which have then changed to the Killer Claw relic, and then the Warlord trait is Brutal but Cunning for him. Then a second war boss here, it's like a double horned attack here, a two-pronged assault for the Orks with a war boss leading each of the attacks. So Gut Ripper's one, and then equipped with Mega Armor here, it's a war boss in Mega Armor. Grog the Whopper, Arda's Nows is his Warlord trait, so -1 to wound rolls against him. And the Crushing Armor is his relic, so 4+ invulnerable save, +1 to his save. And then you can dish out mortal wounds on the charge as well. So then 2 other HQ choices being taken. Weird Boy just here, Fists of Gork and Warpath for the 2 psychic powers. And the brand new model, just fresh off the painting desk here, it's Big Mech in Mega Armor. Teleport Blaster being taken for him, and also the big shiny shooter relic being taken for him as well. So some Mega Knob support here for Grog the Whopper. So that's HQs, and onto troops. 3 units of Ork Boys, all equipped the same, so Sluggers and Choppers, units of 10, and a Knob with Big Chopper in each of those squads. 1 squad there inside a truck, 2nd squad inside a truck, and then another squad which will go inside the battle wagon. So then for elites, running 5 Mega Knobs, all with customer shooters, and Power Claws for those. They'll go inside the battle wagon is the idea for them. And then taking a regular unit of Knobs here, all equipped with Big Choppers for them, unit of 5. Then onto Fast Attack 10 Storm Boys, just a standard loadout for those. 3 Bikers. The Knob, it's the 4-drop model here. It's Zog, but he's just carrying a Paraclaw, just a regular Knob squad leader, and then 2 other regular Bikers to go with him. So unit 3. And then 5 Death Copters, all equipped with their Copter rockets. Then finally, for heavy support, I've taken a Death Dread across here, given him the automatic pistons, so it gives him a bit quicker move around the board. And then 2 units of mech guns here, Bubble Chuckers on this squad of 2, and then paying the points for the other squad to have the custom mega cannons. And then the final choice is the Battle Wagon, Ard Case upgrade being given to that, the Death Roller as well, and then Fortress upgrade, so 5+ invulnerable save for that vehicle as well. But that's the list here for the Orks. They're taking on the Blood Angels. Both armies very happy to get stuck into close combat. Mike Walker will run the Blood Angels here. He's an experienced Blood Angels player, so he'll run those. We'll take a look at what the Blood Angels have in their list. Right, so 2,000 points of Blood Angels here. They've had some warm-up games recently, have been doing well, so the list seems to perform okay. If the charges go ahead and the plan works, they can dish out an incredible amount of damage. Mike Walker will take command. He has his own Blood Angels army, and he's been following the progress of this list as well, so he'll take command of this force today. So again, for this Blood Angels list, it's a double patrol being taken just to gain access to the extra HQ choices. In command, the Warlord will be Captain Lazarus himself, Jump Pack, Thunderhammer and Storm Shield. Warlord trait is Gift of Foresight, so there's potential rerolls there for hits, wounds and saving throws each turn. The Relic is the Hammer of Bale, so no minus to the hit rolls with that, straight 3 damage. And then the Warlord trait, the extra Warlord trait that you can take from the Space Marine Codex is the Imperium Sword, so +1 attack, +1 strength on the charge, and he can reroll his charges as well. Then second HQ choice is the Terminator Chaplain, just here. Master of Sanctity for him. Warlord trait is the Wise Orator, and he's also carrying Icon of the Angel Relic, which is a 6-inch aura granting reroll charges. He is key for the deep striking element of this force, just to grant them the rerolls for their charge. So the name for him is Chaplain Angrias. Litany of Hate, Mantra of Strength and Canticle of Hate. Litany's been taken for him. And then 2 more HQ choices. It's the double Dreadnought partnership here. It's Romulus and Remus, the Librarian Dreadnoughts. Psychic powers for them is Quickening and Wings of Sanguinius. Both Dreadnoughts taking the 2 psychic powers the same. So both Dreadnoughts taking the same psychic powers. Then on to troops choices. A full squad of 10 regular intercessors equipped with the auto bolt rifles. And then taking 2 units of 5 incursors as well. Then on to elites choices. Unit of 5 Thunderhammer and Storm Shield Terminators. And then a unit of 7 Sanguinary Guard, all equipped with the Angelus Bolt Guns and then the Incarmine Blades. And then taking 2 Invicta Tactical Warsuits. I have some infiltrating Dreadnoughts, and then finally it's the Plasma Inceptors, unit of 5 of those. That's the list here for the Blood Angels. It's a lot leaner than the Orks, but it could be a mean, lean killing machine. We'll have to see. So just to run through the scenario here, we'll call out the Phoenix Lords. They've been allocated for both forces here. There's 10 of them in total, so we've split 5 on each side. So Devon here on one of the Dreadnoughts, Romulus, Michael Fryer on the other, on Remus. Chef has been put onto the Sanguinary Guard, Longbow BB onto Captain Lazarus, and then Amy Elmo on the Chaplain. And then for the Orks, Lucas Brown on Grog de Whopper. Ian Pitkin we've put onto the Mega Knobs for this game. Chris Comiskey is on the Ripper himself. Martin Vagabond onto the Death Dread, and then Ben Shaw in charge of the helicopters here, the Deathcopters unit for him. So that's Phoenix Lords. That's the top level of support on YouTube channel membership. If you want to join at that level, you get to be put in command of different units for all of our battle reports. And then we also have the SS82 Inner Circle WhatsApp group for Phoenix Lords to join in on as well. So then The level below that is Aspect Warrior. That grants you access to all of the videos, exclusive videos for YouTube channel membership, and you can also join us over on the Discord server as well. So it's easy enough to join. You can follow the link in the video description below, or go to the channel homepage and hit the join button. It helps support the channel, helps the production of the videos, and in return you can join us over on Discord and unlock all of the exclusive content on the channel as well. But that's the lists. We'll go on to scenario and deployment next. Alright, so we have a scenario. It's Tempest of War we're playing here. Claim the battlefield is the name of the scenario, and then search and destroy is the deployment map. So at Orks in this table quarter, marked by the orange dice, and then Mike's used his green dice here. He's marked the deployment zone for the Blood Angels across the other side. So hidden supplies here. So in this mission you get an extra objective marker. There's actually 6 on the board for this particular game. So for this scenario, if you control 1 or more objective marker at the start of the command phase is worth 5 points, 2 or more is worth another 5 points. Then for this scenario, you score 2 victory points for each objective marker that is currently claimed by your army. To claim an objective marker, 1 or more units from your army with the infantry keyword or the objective secured ability can start to perform this action at the end of your movement phase for each unit in range of a different objective marker that you control. The action is completed at the end of your turn. If successfully completed, that objective marker is claimed by your army. It is unclaimed if your opponent controls it at the start of any phase. So get an objective, clear it, claim it through to the end of the turn, perform that action with an infantry objective secured unit, and I get an extra 2 victory points. This game is, as per usual, about board control, but also using infantry units to camp out on objectives and to rake those extra points in. So that's the scenario here. We'll pick out the objectives for you. So the home objective here for the Orks, just tucked here at the back. There's a cluster of objectives here. 1, 2, and 3. We'll have to be 6 inches from any edge and then 9 inches away from each other, which we've done. There's another objective way over in that corner, just over there. And then Mike's home objective has been placed behind this piece of terrain. It's just over there. For terrain in this game, just with the height of some of these terrain pieces, we're going to play as obscuring terrain. This piece here, just the whole footprint of it. That large piece across there. That piece just for the height. This one's below 5 inches, so we'll play that something different. The height of this one, obviously, obscuring terrain along with this piece across here. These other pieces will play as Munitorum armoured containers, so exposed position on top, infantry can shelter behind. Same for this piece across here, and obviously Munitorum armoured containers for these. There's a few other boxes and barricades spread out across the board as well. That's terrain. That's the mission. We'll start alternating placing units on the board next. Right, just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So the battle mat is from GameMat.eu. It's their desert design here, and then also using pre-painted terrain from GameMat.eu as well. It's this desert outpost set. So these 2 missile silos, this building here, building across there, the crater and ruin, and then this larger construction here, all part of that set as well. So you can check out GameMat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and pre-painted terrain sets as well. And for this whole table setup that you see, all the accessories, all the pieces of terrain, the custom built stuff for the desert as well, there should be a full battlefield tutorial on the channel as well. So if you want to copy the setup that you see here and see all the hints, tips and tutorial for how that works, then check out that video and that'll run through the whole process for setting up this board. Alright, so deployment's done. Orks deploying in mass as per usual. Have paid 2 CP to put the Dreadnought or the Death Dread into Deep Strike here. So that'll come in turn 2 onwards. The Orks have got some kind of unit that can counter the Blood Angels' Deep Strike assault. So both prongs of the attack have united here just for the vehicles trying to get through all this mess across here. So they've gone in this area, and the idea is to push off in different directions once we get going. So at the front is an Ork truck with boys and the weird boy inside. Then Grog the Whopper inside a truck with boys, just filled out to capacity. Then inside this truck at the back, again, just keep an eye on transport capacity of the 5 knobs, gut ripper, and then taking up 2 slots is the mega knob as Big Mac. Then inside the battle wagon is a unit of boys, and then the unit of 5 mega knobs, so filling that out to capacity as well. But that's the column, the Ork column here, uniting together the 2 war bosses side by side at this point. Then over on this side of the board, the 2 squads of mech guns, so 1 squad here with the bubble chuckers at the back. Marked out the bubble chuckers with this squig, so we know which is which. So bubble chuckers here, custom mega cannons at the front. Storm Boys on the right hand side, just able to move through this a lot easier. The bikes getting ready to weave through this terrain as well, and the Defcopters a bit more aggressive with their deployment, going right to the edge of the deployment zone for the Orks. So that's the deployment for this Ork force. Blood Angels, from this angle you can hardly see them, but they are tucked away, making the best use of terrain. We'll go around the other side of the board and see their deployment. So here they are, clustering around the terrain. So the large unit of intercessors here. Incursors, 1 unit at the front, 1 unit at the back. These have played quite an important role in this game. Small infantry squads able to help the Blood Angels harvest these victory points. 1 Dreadnought with them, and then Victor, and then the 2 Librarian Dreadnoughts sheltering behind the infantry squads, and then 1 has infiltrated in, deploying here behind this line of sight blocking terrain. One of the Invicta tactical war suits from the obvious objective just there for him. Then the usual deep striking units here, just under half the strength of this Blood Angels force. The Plasma Inceptors, Captain Lazarus, then the Chaplain, and the Terminators, and the Sanguinary Guard in reserve. So that's all the reserves here. Blood Angels weighing heavy on reserve. The strategy for them, the ground forces, to survive the first turn or 2, to help bring in points and establish position on the board, and then await that deadly deep strike. It's turn 2 onwards, and then for the Orks, just to push forwards and kill anything in their way is the aim with them. 2 different philosophies here are about to collide. We'll go on to the first turn of the game, roll up to see who takes the first turn. So Orks here, this list heavily tweaked and changed, just getting ready for the start of the season, or the league battle reports, which we hope to start very, very soon. And the Blood Angels here, a list that's flowed over from last season. It's been doing well though in recent games. We'll see how it copes here. Fresh challenge for them as they try and take on all of these Orks. So roll up here. I shall roll my Xenos dice. Now Mike he's brought his own Blood Angels themed dice here, with the Blood Angels symbol as a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Will we see that symbol? That's a 4. Okay, respectable enough. But it is a 6 here from the Orks. I think I've gone first in nearly all of our games so far. I do apologise. Turn 1, Orks will make a big dust cloud here. All their vehicles will start to move. We'll go on to turn 1. The Orks will go first. so we are on movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn 1. So secondaries have been drawn. Battlefield Supremacy, first of all. That's control of 3 more objective markers, so at a stretch you might be able to do that. Investigate Site, which is getting a unit hold within 6 inches of the centre of the battlefield. The cat there from the Space Hulk game just marking the centre of the board. That's quite doable here with these Orc forces. And then we had drawn a card that couldn't be achieved on turn 1, so we shuffled it back into the deck, just instructed to do so on the card, and then took Assassination, so kill a character, which could be something we'll save perhaps a future turn. So not too bad on secondaries here for the Orcs, but we'll make their move next. Alright, so movement for the Orcs, immediate spreading out from them. Here's elements of this list that are designed to move quickly and just to gain objectives, and that's what the units have done. But the idea was not to distract from the main assault, so I've managed to keep this clustered here, but other units have gone out performing various tasks, so no targets in line of sight here. Mike has hidden his force well. I've got no targets at all for these guns in any direction, but I'm going to keep them where they are, as there may well be targets later on. Backdoor duty here with the bikers, just reversing them out through here and then position them across here just to fill in this void that's been created after the other units have moved. Deathcopters, no real targets for them because we're playing the edge of the terrain here, which is going straight up. It's obscuring, so no real targets, but we've moved out and grabbed this objective. Rolled a 3, so didn't lose, didn't take a mortal wound, an automatic 6-inch advance from the Storm Boys. Have moved very, very quickly across here to claim this objective. The Orc Boys have disembarked and moved, but haven't advanced and got themselves within 6 inches of the centre of the board to perform the Investigate Site action. And then still sticking together, moving out and advancing here with these vehicles. It's empty transport here. The Wood Boys got out, and the empty truck across there, the tip of that has reached that objective over on that flank. There's not much we can do about that Dreadnought, though, tucked around behind that terrain, but we have moved out and claimed the objective. That's movement done for the Orcs. So the two tips of the spear for them, the assault type units, are together here in this cluster, heading off in that direction. And then you can see we've claimed different areas across the board. Difficult for the Blood Angels here. Mike's saying there's lots of targets to go for. Does he reach out to the Orcs and go after targets, or does he preserve numbers here at this stage, waiting for the deep strike assault? Downside for the Orcs is the Blood Angels reserves could come in who knows where on the table, and the Orcs, we can't protect everything. Units will be lost here, but that's just the way it's going to have to be. It'll be the counter thrust from the Orcs that could make all the difference. But that's movement done. Psychic phase, no, not really. Maybe, well, yeah, we'll try and put a psychic power onto those. Yeah, it's Warpath. We'll try and make it go off just in case we're attacked. So yes, it goes off. So Warpath on the unit of Orc Boys just here. That's psychic phase finished. Yeah, no, you got it. Mike's just checking range there. Librarian Dreadnought's going to try and deny. Need an 11, but he may as well roll up. You never know. Close, 9. Okay, so the power does go off. Shooting phase is next. I don't think there's going to be much at all. Eek, boy. There's no shooting phase at all. Nothing here because of Mike's, purely because of your deployment. So making use of the terrain here, not able to reach the Blood Angels. That's good news for them. Mike's not going to lose anything from shooting or from close combat because we've got no charges either. So very brief turn 1 here for the Orcs. But having said that, they've moved out swiftly here and have gained board control. We'll finish the turn here for the Orcs. We will calculate any points coming in. Yeah, so 10 points have been picked up. 2 primaries, or 2 secondaries have been fulfilled. The Battlefield Supremacy claiming 3 objectives, and then Investigate Site action was completed by the Orc Boys across there. So that is the turn finished. 10 points to 0 at this stage. No points picked up for the claim objective action. There's no infantry units that could do that. We advanced with those, and those aren't within range of objective marker. There's no infantry squads here able to do that either. So turn finishes. A few points picked up for secondaries. Healthy enough for the Orcs. We'll head on to turn 1 for the Blood Angels. So we're on turn 1 here for the Blood Angels. It's not easy on turn 1. This list is cut down as half an army on the board, so it's difficult. The urge is to take opportunities and to push into enemy ranks, but at the same time not to go too gung-ho and lose units early on. So there is that balance there until the Deep Strike Reserve arrives. But for secondaries that have been drawn, so behind enemy lines, no prisoners, and then secure no man's land secondaries here this turn. So movement, Dreadnought really forced to come out from cover here, so it's moved around onto this objective, now contesting it. I think Mike's intention is to destroy the empty transport, which will then deny the Orks the control of that objective at the start of the next turn. Intercessors moving out, plenty of firepower available from them. And then Dreadnought again just moving up ready to strike, but just sheltering behind the cover of the infantry squad. These are character models here, so you can shelter them behind shielding units. Going to performing an action across on this one, to pick up those 2 victory points. With these, and Curses immediately doing their job. The other units moved across and has claimed this objective, and Mike's saying they're going to perform an action as well to pick up another 2 points, and he's paying the CP to let them shoot as well. Dreadnought's moved out 6. There's an opportunity for this one perhaps to get stuck into close combat if the psychic power goes off. And then the second Invicta Tactical War Suit, just trying to preserve itself here, swung around behind the line of sight blocking terrain. Going to use its Dakka this turn to shoot at the Storm Boys over there. So that's movement done. We'll go on to Psychic phase next. So need a 6 outside of range 24, I believe so. I don't think it's in range 24. He's okay, so I can't interfere with the roll. It's all down to your dice roll. You can go for a Patreon here to assist. Plenty of Imperial players. Andrew Swan at the top, Ultramarines and Custodes player. So you can turn his dice into 2. Looking for a 6. I'm just going to combine a Blood Angel's dice. That's fine. Right, fine. 8. Mission accomplished. Thank you, Andrew Swan. So we'll see a 12-inch move now by the Librarian Dragonlord. Michael Fry in charge of that one. Alright, so in he goes. Very straightforward charge now for him. +1 on the charge as well for Blood Angels, so shouldn't be a problem at all. And then quickening to try and give him a boost. Yeah, Mike's just rolled that and failed on 5. He's going to command reroll. And it goes off on a 7. Nice. Yeah, but having said that, I could now try and block because after that move, he's moved himself within range. So we'll try and deny here with the weird boy. Innards is his name. And Innards has blocked that power on an 8. Okay, Psychic phase. Yeah, are you in range 18 for Smite? Possibly. Mike may have positioned. Go ahead, yeah, here comes a Smite from Romulus. Goes off on a 10. Nice. I can't stop it, so D3 damage. And it's 2 mortal wounds taken. Yeah, Mike's just saying he regrets, should have done the powers the other way around, but it's all about learning lessons. Not too painful, that one. But probably have more painful ones to come for both of us here. Dropping down to 14 wounds on the battle wagon. Psychic phase, pretty good. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Mike's going to shoot at this truck. He wants it destroyed with a combination of shooting and close combat. So this is the...
5 storm grenade?
Yeah, D6 shots.
3.
3's to hit. And 5's to wound. Okay. This is the heavy bolter. 5's to wound. 1 wound comes through. And it'll be -2. Yeah, looking for a 6 to block. No, 2 damage becomes 1 for Ramshackle. It's 1 wound taken. The bad quality of the Ork vehicles is a quality. Helping to reduce the damage.
So this is the iron.
I know, heavy stubber, yeah, so it's going to be 8 shots coming through here. And looking for 5's to wound again. This will be AP -2. There's 1, and 6. Blocked that one. So on 9 wounds at this point. And the auto cannon, which is going to be strength 7, is actually going to be damage 1 when it comes through. So 6 shots needing 3's. Very good shooting here. And I think it's 3's to wound because we are toughness 6. So I'm looking for 6's. This should got 2 6's. Okay, so we drop down to 6 wounds left. That helps chip some wounds away. That means 2 successful fist attacks will destroy it in close combat. Yeah, switching over to the next Invicta Tactical War Suit. It's a nice bit of stretch with the firepower from this thing. So it's going to go after the Storm Boys to reduce their numbers down. So just repeating the firepower from before minus the frag storm grenade launcher.
Yeah, I'll roll them.
It's heavy bolter, 3s. 4s to wound, strength 5, toughness 5. 1 comes through, -2, nothing I can do, so we're going to lose 1. Then Ironhow heavy stubber, 8 shots. And then looking for 5s to wound. Yeah, 2 come through. Again, nothing I could do. Even using cover here, it's -2, so no chance here with the Storm Boys. Autocannon next. 3s to kill. Just decimating the squad here if these go through. 2 more go through. Yeah, halving the squad in size. Morale will be an issue for them. But they should be able to hold out onto that objective, no problem. Right, so 4 shots here with the incursors coming across here. So looking for 3s. So 5s to wound. Nothing coming through. Alright, so Storm Boys, tough casualties coming through. There's a melter gun shot across here. Chance to down one of these copters. It's worth 50. They're 50 points each, so if Mike can destroy one, then that would be useful enough. The early kamikaze mission here from one of the dreadnoughts. So going to the top of the list is Chris Heim, Imperial player, Space Marines and Sisters of Battle, looking for a 3. Got it. Looking for a 3. Got it. Straight through the armour. D6 plus 2. Stick with Chris Heim. He's going to pop a copter.
Yeah. Give him his dues.
Well done. Target destroyed. We will, just to make things a little bit more tricky, we'll take away this one. It's probably not going to save us, but we'll remove that one from play. Good shooting there. Melter gun destroying one of the copters from the dreadnought. Yeah, auto bolt rifles here. So full squad, 30 shots, 3s for hits. Going into the Ork boys. Toughness 5 will help us. Mike intermingling some Imperial Fist dice in amongst his shooting. Pretty good. 5s to win though now with the new toughness for the boys. There's a few. No AP minus though. We're not in tactical doctrine yet, and there's no built-in minus auto bolt rifles. There probably will be in a future codex. There's 6. Ork t-shirts. They're amazing. Ork Mithril Silver t-shirts. Blocked 3. Yeah, Mike's keeping track of a kill tally here. It's 12 wounds so far. We reckon he should be able to fulfill that this turn if these charges go ahead and combats are successful. 3 casualties taken on the Ork boys. That marks the end of the shooting phase. It's been good enough here from the Blood Angels. We've gone to charges. 2 decent charges lined up next. Yeah, so this one across here, just, it's not even worth rolling, but it's rolled a 3, but he'll go in quite comfortably, no problem at all. Just into that one truck. Across here, going to overwatch for sure. Just a parting gesture here from the copters.
Very, very well.
Yeah, we'll see what we get. This is the number of shots. That's 12, 16, 17, 18, 19 shots here. This is Ben Shaw, one of the Phoenix Lords. Squad could be in serious trouble unless we get a ton of 6s here. We do get a lot of 6s. We've actually got 6 6s. Ooh. 3s to wound. Dreadnought could be in trouble depending on this roll. Right. Now, just let me think about this. Yeah, I have to command reroll here to try and stop this thing. There's enough damage there, but Mike only needs to pass one save and it will go through, so or he'll survive. So I'm going to reroll one of these, and I will call upon an Ork friend. Dave Humphreys is an Orks player, 3+. Yes. Right, so there's 5 saves to make here of 5+. You need to pass 2.
I need to pass 2.
You need to pass 2 because -1 damage. It's damage 3 drops to damage 2 for Duty Eternal. We've passed 2. Oh, just about. You command reroll one of those if you want. I think you'd just be happy enough just to survive and go in. So now comes the charge with 2 wounds remaining on this dreadnought. It'll still fight at full efficiency here. That's an 11 plus 1. It's a 12-inch charge. All right, charge goes ahead. He made it in. That was the main thing. The damage is almost irrelevant because of the guns that are just watching, getting ready to shoot next turn. The idea was to try and stop him entirely, but we failed, and the Dreadnought has made it in. We get to strike first. There's no danger of any interrupts taking place. Michael will attack first here to make sure the damage goes in and the truck's not going to interrupt play. So 4 attack space springs on the charge, and then the Force Halberd is an extra attack, 1 attack with that weapon, so 6 attacks. Longbow BB, patron dice being used for the Force Halberd. This is good. All hit except 1. The Halberd makes it through. That Halberd will kill one of those copters by itself with the damage it can do. Looking for 2s to wound. All of them. I think we have almost a wipeout. Yeah. We'll check the damage here. Force Halberd, what it does. I think it's D3 plus 3, which means it will kill a copter straight away. Then damage 3 on the fist. They're 4 wounds a time, so 2 dice being used up on each one, so I think there's going to be 1 copter left. So that's a very, very good result. I've backed off to here. Do you want to tap into him? It means I'll fight you, but you'll tap him out as far as shooting's concerned. Don't want to follow him up. Going to leave him. Going to sit on the objective. Yeah, all right, Mike's going to sit where he is. Mission accomplished, well done. Now, 150-point Dreadnought. In combat, he's just killed 150 points worth of the copters, and he shot 1 as well. So he's more than redeemed his points. So mission accomplished for the Kamikaze Dreadnought. That's Remus fighting away. So that was Phoenix Swords taking each other on. Ben Shaw's squad decimated. Michael Fryer dishing out the damage. Next is the Dreadnought across here, yeah. So 4 attacks, Space Marines on the charge, hitting on 3s. Should be quite a straightforward kill here. 2 have missed. 2's to win though. I need 2 successes, and it will destroy the vehicle.
No save?
No, I'm a 4 up armor save. I'm pretty sure you're going to be -3 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just don't roll double 1. Fine. Nothing we can do. Target destroyed. Detonates as well. Blows up. Yeah, Mike will tap in here against this truck. It's taken 3 mortal wounds as well. That was from the blast. Took a mortal wound on this truck and 3 mortal wounds on the battle wagon as well, dropping down to 11. So a very, very good result on this flank for the Blood Angels. So Orks have surged ahead. Blood Angels have counterattacked immediately and have dished out horrific damage here. I've just caused 2 wounds to the truck here, hit and wounded, and 2 6s. Blood Angel symbols. I think that's a good summary of the turn here. Defiance from the Blood Angels, not intimidated at all by the Orks pushing out, and some surgical strikes proving very effective indeed. So that's combat's resolved. Bit of morale here to figure out for the Orks, and then we'll wrap up this turn. Alright, so turn comes to an end. I auto-passed my 50-point model. Wanted to keep it alive. I rolled to see what I would have got. Would have got 6. So that would have been removed from play. So it's cost me 2 CP. We've kept 1 copter alive. Maybe handy for grabbing objectives. Storm Boys passed morale. Rolled a 2. Fouled with the boys. And 2 more models removed from play. So points, 2 secondaries achieved. No prisoners and secure no man's land. Yeah, well done. So points coming in for that. I think going to pick up 4 as well for completing these. Yeah, Mike's put himself ahead here. So he is ahead on turn 1. He's certainly dished out a lot more damage here than the Orks. But next comes the scary part. Ork turn 2, potential Warg, and then no reserves to Blood Angels. They're going to have to wait to see what the Orks can do. There's a lot of nasty stuff inside here. How far we can stretch with it and engage, we'll have to see. But we'll wrap up the turn and get ready to go on to the second turn of the game for the Orks. So the game hangs on ball control. Orks looked strong across here, but that's we've taken heavy damage at this point. We'll go on to turn 2 here. The score is 14 points to 10. Early stage of the game, but the second turn for the Orks coming up next. Alright, so we're on turn 2 for the Orks. Secondaries have been drawn. Assassination continues. There's a high chance doing that. Then grind them down. So keeping tally. I've got to keep a tally of number of units being killed. There's potential to kill a few this turn, and then on Mike's turn he keeps a tally of how many he can kill, again with potential for him if his deep strikers come down and start killing units. So whoever wins that tally, Mike can stop my 5 points coming through, I can achieve it if I kill more stuff, and then bring it down as well. Mike has identified this Invicta Tactical War Suit, so that needs to be destroyed to pick up the points for that. So moving here for the Orks, a WAG has been declared, we have to. We have switched across to here with the Ben Shaw Def Copter onto this objective. 10 points picked up for primaries. We've gone aggressive and advanced here with the Storm Boys, moving across to there onto that objective. They still haven't claimed it yet, they're not objective secured. But the idea is to try and take those incursors on in close combat. The Dreadnought, we're going to try and bring him down with all of these guns, is the idea. The boys have shifted across a little bit. There is a bit of gap opening up in the middle. I don't want the Blood Angels landing in here. So we've kept the boys in the middle, and they've been joined by the Weird Boy. Stretched out with the Bikers. Zog's just stretching out to put a bit of Dakar into the Dreadnought. Then coming around to the other side of the board, advanced moves made. Didn't roll too high, but the distance is healthy enough here. Meganob's moving through. Ork Boys moving through. Trying to get the +1 to the hit rolls. Grog's disembarked and advanced. He's made it to there. So there's a potential charge for him. But even if that doesn't go ahead, just to give +1 to the hit rolls for the boys and the Meganobs nearby. The boys squad that was with him inside the trucks advanced and moved across as well. So a bit of driving school here for the Orks, a bit of complicated manoeuvre. We backed out of combat with this truck over to here. It's just going to perform backdoor duty. Then we drove across with Gut Ripper inside here, disembarked with the Big Mech in Mega Armour, and then making a way clear for a reverse, a 3-point turn, and then a drive through here with the Battle Wagon, try and use the Death Roller against the Dreadnought. Don't want to expose my characters too much at this stage. I want to save those for the Deep Striker units coming in. So trying to think of other means just to get this Dreadnought cleared away from the objective. That's the plan here for the Orks. Movement's done. Psychic phase next. We'll try and put Warpath on the Meganobs, nice and straightforwards. And that will not go off on a 3. I would like it to go ahead, so I'm going to command reroll it. And it perils, typical. So Mike's given up trying to block it, and I'll take 2 mortal wounds for that. So psychic phase done. One other thing to mention, movement phase. I tried to bring this in somewhere, but just couldn't find a gap and a potential target, so we're leaving it off the board for now. But there'll be uses for this thing later on, perhaps as a countermeasure for the deep striking Blood Angels units. Shooting phase next. Alright, so shooting phase, Ben Shaw, his squad, or what's the lone copter that's left. This is a number of shots, 4 shots, trying to hit that Dreadnought. Doesn't have smoke, so we'll just roll straight up here and see what we get. Mike didn't see the result, I just leant across the table and seen 666 and a 5. Here, we'll go 3s to wound. Yeah. And I could, God, let me think. Yeah, we'll command reroll this. God, we may as well give it a go. Yes, right. So, all 4 of those have made it through. They're damaged 3. That Dreadnought doesn't get Duty Eternal. It's just going to be 12 damage here. It's -2 though. Saves of 5+ and 4 dice. Horrific damage coming from one Death Copter. Mike was right to go off. No, he hasn't passed any. One Death Copter's just kicked out 12 damage. That's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous from that thing, but expert shooting from the Ben Shaw Copter. Alright, so we'll continue on. That's cheered up the grots there to see effective firepower. We'll shoot here with... we'll go custom mega cannon into the Dreadnought. It's got to be done. Number of shots then. We'll turn to the Necrons. Carry Kunkel through the Silent King. A nice high score. Okay, 3. Hitting on 4s. Here with this thing. 1 hit comes through. Which could still be enough here. We'll roll the Carry Kunkel dice. Goes through. AP -3. So AP -3 becomes AP -2, a 5+ to block. You can call upon a patron here if you so wish. Mike. Maxfield Knuckles. 5+. You keep that Dreadnought alive, it could cause absolute havoc if it... No. D6 damage. You could command reroll here. It's a shame, the Dreadnought is a real useful unit to have. It's very well positioned on the board, but its chances of survival... Oh, he's investing points to keep it going. Blocked. Ha! Well done. That would have been damaged, so it would have destroyed it. Stopped. Okay. Mike has since popped smoke on this thing as well to try and reduce the firepower coming through. Now, I'm sure a good few people are shouting Armour of Contempt at the screen. We have remembered, and we've restored the appropriate wounds back onto the Dreadnought across here. Need 4s for saves now with the new rules instead of 5s. So Mike did block some of that damage from coming through. So we'll fire the next gun. We'll go for Marcus Anthony, undeclared. Maybe he's friendly to the Orks. It balances here. It's a 2. 2 shots needing 4s. Needing 5s against this Dreadnought. Ha! Smoke has saved you. Oh dear. Right, with your smoke we shall counter with bubbles next. We're going to fire the bubble squad. Yeah, it's the other way around. Bubble squad is here. That's the squad that's fired into there, so bubble squad next. So, yeah, we'll see what kind of bubbles are produced here. No doubt it'll be the wrong bubble for the wrong occasion by the Grots, but we'll see what we have going here. So, it's either a big, a wobbly, or a dense. So the first gun is a wobbly bubble, which is the one we're after. Not too bad at all. Number of shots is D6. Yeah, God, just the one. Alright, well, we'll keep going. 5s for a hit. And 4, the smoke again has helped. The next gun is a wobbly bubble. We'll turn to Patronic Help. Martin, Vagabond, number of shots. Ha! God, this is not good. I'm burning CPs like crazy. That Dreadnought's got to go. If I don't kill it with this gun, it will remain alive and it's going to cause big trouble. I must CP reroll this one. No, I shall not, because I command reroll the wound. So I will not command reroll. We will go on to... oh no, we're looking for more help here. Travis and Jen. 5+ for a hit. Missed. There's nothing I can do about it. The grand battery of idiots here have failed to hit the target. There is a wandering Dreadnought here in amongst the Ork lines. That thing could cause serious trouble here, but it has survived. It's claiming objective for you as well, so this is looking good for the Dreadnought. I don't think there's anything else that could shoot it. This is the problem. I've moved all units away from it, presuming it would die from firepower. Okay. Life lesson learnt, never trust a Grot. Yeah, they were given instructions to shoot the red thing, and they've been firing at that. That's the problem. They've been firing bubbles at the side of a container instead of concentrating and firing at the Dreadnought. So if the Grots are slaughtered by it, then they deserve everything that they get. They may well be a target here. They're sheltering one of the objectives. Okay, we'll press on to firepower. Much of the heavy firepower has been done. No, that was the main firepower that we had, which has proved ineffective. Zog, 6 shots. 5s. 5s. 1. No minus. 3 up. Blocked. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go... He's unnamed at this stage. You can leave your own suggestions for names here for the Big Mech in Mega Armour. Debut shooting has just arrived on the channel. Fresh from the painting desk. Eager to go. Teleport Blaster. We'll go... Aha! It was Ray Cross's suggestion for the model. So Ray Cross shall roll the number of shots for the Teleport Blaster. 3. Okay, average enough. Looking for 4s for hits. 111. Thanks, Ray. Okay. So, Ray supplied the weaponry but forgot the ammunition here. Teleport Blaster, there's a fuse gone in the Teleport Blaster, but triple 1 for debut shooting. It can only ever get better from now on. Now, he is equipped with something else. A relic here, the big shiny shooter.
Looking at me.
Yeah, Mike's saying he's this is what Mike's looking at, this problem across here. Heaps of boys getting ready to go into close combat. The way the Orks here, I know that we can't lean too heavily on firepower. It is close combat, so that's what we're trying to do here. It's a bit of a sideshow, the shooting. But we're looking for the dead shiny shooter. 18-inch range, nicely within short range here, so we're going to get 14 shots. Strength 5, -1 and 2 damage. This could cause some trouble for the Dreadnought, but it's going to be combat, I think, that's required. So, debut shots here, looking for 4s. Okay. So, something like that. 5s to wound. Just chip some wounds off this Dreadnought if we can. Just the one. A save here of 3+. Yeah, for Armour of Contempt. And blocked on a 3. Armour of Contempt saves the day. 0 damage coming through with shooting. Okay, Gut Ripper will offload his rocket. Didn't advance. Did move though, so it will be 6s for hits. May as well put the custom shooter in as well, because it's going to be 6s to hit anyway. It's D3 number of shots. 3 shots. 6s from the Ripper. Nothing. And then the shooter. Nothing. Okay. We'll do 5 shots from this truck. A wound comes through. 3 up save. Nothing. Okay. So how many wounds is that thing? It's on still on 12. Yeah, no, it's in good condition here. So it will be close combat, but that's resolved. Advanced across the board here, so I don't think you can advance and shoot Dakar weapons. So there will be no shooting from those. And I think that's firepower done. Did we actually do anything in the shooting phase? Minimal damage coming through. A little bit of damage coming through there, but that's about it. The intention was to blow this away very quickly and then start directive firepower up here to take on these, to weaken them for the Storm Boys, but that has not happened here. Have you removed a model from play yet?
No.
No, we need to change that. Charges next for the Orks. So charges going ahead. The Big Mac and Mega Armor's gone in, so too has the Battle Wagon, the Bone Breaker. Across here, Magnob's made it in quite comfortably, so too have the boys. They've stretched and pushed themselves around here. Tried to charge with Grog, but failed, and he's remained there with the Ork boys. That's the second wave of Orks that's available. But the main charges have gone ahead across here, and then the Storm Boys over on this flank. Mike does have 4 CP left, so the interrupt is certainly possible, and I'm sure he will do it. Now, we have created a conundrum for ourselves as well, because my intent is to fight first here. I think I must, but then Mike can interrupt with these, or indeed he could interrupt across here and cause trouble for our debut blundering as Big Mac in Mega Armor. We'll see what happens. We'll go into combat here. We'll choose our first combat, the highest impact possible with the first one. Alright, so we've piled in around here. We've kept that stretch for +1 to our hit rolls, quite useful for them with them -1. As we'll put one of the Mega Knobs into the Marines, the other 4 will go into the Dreadnought, hoping it's enough here. So 4 attacks into the Marines, we'll do that first. So looking for 3s because of the blessing there from Grog. Nice, so that's helped. 6 pops an extra hit. 2s. Okay, 3 make it through. AP -3 usually, but Armour of Contempt will mean 5 pluses to block. And blocked 1. Armour of Contempt has helped again. Okay, so 2 Marines slain. It's damage 2, damage 3. We have paid 2 CP. It's been painful to part with those command points, but I think we've had to do it to take on this Dreadnought with a -1 damage. So we're coming through at damage 3, but 2 of the Primaris Marines slain. Okay. Then we'll go for the others. So 3 attacks base, then +1 attack on the charge for a Warg. I do need to roll well. If I roll badly and this Dreadnought survives, the Mega Knobs will be in big trouble. I can see lots of 1s and 2s. There's just a little cluster of them. I can see some 6s, which gives us hope. We'll throw those back in as extra hits for Goths. We're strength 11 in total, so we'll be on 3s to wound. It's an important roll. Look at this. There's hope, Mike. -2 in total because of Armour of Contempt, which really could save the day here. 7 saves. If you roll well, this Dreadnought will survive. And the roll is incredible. Yeah. That's not good for the Mega Knobs. They've slammed into the Dreadnought. It has been costly to do it. 4 wounds taken. 4 wounds remain. Uh-oh. Armour of Contempt. We've seen this Blood Angels army in action. Armour of Contempt has helped a lot. Yeah, it's making a big difference here. Big difference. Okay, well done. Dreadnought remains alive. So, do you want to interrupt play? Silly question. Where do you want to interrupt play? More appropriate. So you could interrupt here, lots of attacks could cause trouble for the boys. You could interrupt across here to try and repulse the Storm Boys coming in, not so much of a threat from them, or use the Dreadnought to crush something over on this flank. Yeah, it's quite classic this though, really, isn't it? Space Marine defense and Orks closing in from all sides. Mike's going to interrupt here. There is massive benefit. If he can delete that boy's squad, then that means the Marines will be fresh. So that's what he's going to go for. 2 CP being spent, 2 command points remain. Tons of attacks here for this squad. So 2 attacks each been charged, 25 including the sergeant here. Again, Imperial Fist dice being intermingled amongst their Blood Angels brethren dice here. Looking for 3s for hits. And then it will be 4s to wound because of the toughness 5 on the boys. You might not kill. We'll see what the roll is here. And we'll get t-shirts again. The Mithril Silver Orc t-shirts. Ooh. Yeah, there's a few have failed. Orcs is tough. 6. Ooh. Okay. Blocked 1. Alright, he's killed half the squad here. Okay, so that's that resolved. Half the boys removed, but half remains. There's some striking power remaining here. We'll press on with the rest of our attacks. So we'll do the boys whilst we're here. So they're 2 attacks base, +1 on the charge, and then for their choppers as well. There is the Mega Knob, or the Knob first, so we'll do that one. So 3 attacks base, and then 1, that's not the roll by the way. And then there's the 1 on the charge. So looking for 3s. 6s are great. 5 hits. We're +1 strength. I think we're 2s to wound. Dropped a dice. They're all wounded. The knobs here are always trying to make a name for themselves. 5 saves at -1, but then you're ignoring that because of Armour of Contempt, so back up to 3s. And Armour of Contempt has saved a couple again, but 1 does make it through. Damage 2, so 1 Primaris Marine slain. Regular boys. Because strange, it's just as Games Workshop. We're on 2s, by the way. Yeah, because we've stretched out to the grog, helping them out. That really has helped. It's strange how a lot of stuff became AP -1, like Tower Pulse Rifles, choppers here on the boys, and then it's all negated now because of the new Armour Contempt roll. But Space Marines should be tough. So looking for 3s to wound. Goffs on the charge. So we can get the wounds, but the armour's going to be strong here for the Space Marines. 8 saves to make. They're 2 wounds at a time. AP -1, then cancelled out again because of Armour of Contempt. And again, Armour of Contempt to save the day. Just 1 wound coming through instead of 4. Fight across here. We'll do the knob first of all. 3 attacks, Wog and weapons. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s, nothing. And the other Storm boys. So trying to wound here on 3s for Goffs on the charge. 6 saves. 5 saves. Of 3+. Blocked all of them except 1 wound taken. I need to readjust my thinking now. I've got weapons at -1. I was planning against Space Marines. I need to just compensate for that now. Because I'm thinking, oh yeah, AP -1, we'll charge them in, they'll knock them down. But that's not the case anymore. So 1 wound taken on the Marines across here. They're definitely going to hold their own against those Storm boys. Right, across here, Death Roller. 7 attacks on the charge. 6s are great. Hitting on 2s. So we'll add that back in. Wounding on 3s. Nice. Okay, -2 becomes -1. So this could wreck the Dreadnought. We could literally run it over. Probably the biggest thing we've ever run over if this works. 6 saves of 4+. Oh no, you got 12 wounds left. Should be fine. Yeah, 8 damage. Alright, it's knocked it right down to 4 wounds left. Come on, reroll if you want to. Well, let Mike think about that one. 4 wounds left. It's down to the Mega Knob now. Or the Big Mech in Mega Armour. 6s are great. Hitting on 3s. -1. And then add that back in for Goffs popping extra hits. 3s to wound. Oh, 1 CP left. I know, but I need to save it. Have to save it. Cannot use it. We'll leave it. You can go Patronic on this one. -2. It's going to 5+ to save you. Dreadnought's going to survive. Oh, I've got to try and kill it. I'm going to CP reroll. Passed. Right, you got 2 saves of 5+ to make here. Nicholas Lucas, 5+. Oh, God, no. Yes, and the next one. It could be Scott Costello. He's a Blood Angels player. Spotted him.
Scotty.
Oh, blocked again. That defies, stops me from getting onto that objective. It keeps that wretched Dreadnought alive as well, which can then swing back against me. Okay, well done. Resilience from the Blood Angels here against the Orks. Well done. They're hanging in there for sure. So Mike can line up his attacks as he prepares to attack back. So Mike's going to put all of his attacks into the Big Mech and Mega Armor. Hitting on 4s though because of the damage. Ooh, just the 1. Okay, 2s to wound. No wound coming through. Okay, standoff. But Vitally holds on to the objective. Yeah, cross here next. Right, across here. 16 attacks. In 3s. Okay, so you'll be on 4s to win. It's 5s to win usually, then 4s. It's AP -1 because they've got paired combat knives, useful enough. 4s are good. And here we go.
So 2, 4, 6, 7.
Got it, cleared. Wipeout. Objective held here. They can report back a successful repulse of an Ork attack. It was a weak assault here. Badly calculated. Blood Angels defiantly hold on to the objective. 3-inch consolidation if you so wish. Mike does hold the objective, but he can adjust his models if he so wishes. Right, I almost forgot him. The Dreadnought now. We'll put all of his attacks into the Mega Knobs. Tyler Schwab on the stabbing halberd. Needing 3s. Halberds hit. 1 miss. 2s. Oh, halberd didn't make it through. Okay, that would have killed 1 straight away. But so too will the fists here. So 3 fists make it through. AP -3. So do get some kind of save. So 5s to block. Need to roll well. Haha, we do. Sorry, just let out a laugh there. We'll remove 1 model from play, which will be the dude here. This guy can go. Okay, no. We'll take away this guy. Okay, 1 model slain. Not too bad, actually. Mega Knobs in still pretty good shape. It's Ian Pitkin's squad here. It's Phoenix Lord versus Phoenix Lord here. Ian Pitkin facing off against Devin Matthews here, commanding the Dreadnought. Okay. Fighting comes to an end? No, the turn comes to an end. The fighting certainly has not come to an end. We'll calculate points here for the Orks. They have slammed into the Blood Angels, but much of their attacks have been repulsed here. Blood Angels standing firm. Alright, so turn 2 comes to an end for the Orks. Points-wise, we did pick up points for primaries, 10 points coming in for that, for the control of objectives. For secondaries, though, didn't work out at all. We dumped Bring It Down, and we've dumped Grind Them Down as well. We've kept Assassination. Our next turn is probably going to be an appropriate card to try and take out a character, but that leaves us to draw 2 on our next turn. 20 points to the Orks, to 14 for the Blood Angels. They've got a turn in hand, and they are poised to do well with the ground forces, and then the deep striking force could cause absolute havoc amongst the Orks as well. We'll see what happens. We'll go on to the second turn of the game for the Space Marines next. Right, so we are on turn 2 for the Blood Angels. Mike will move his ground forces first, and then the Deep Strikers no doubt will come in. It's battlefield supremacy for secondaries here. Capture enemy outpost and blood and guts, all of them quite appropriate here for the Blood Angels on this turn. And Mike's off the mark here with 10 victory points for the control of primaries. Actually in control of 1, 2, 3 with the Dreadnought, and then 1 around here. It's just Dreadnought since moved, but was in control of that. Still in control, just keep him within range of that as well. So despite the Orcs sort of blobbing out in the middle, board control is actually in Blood Angels' favour at this stage. Alright, so turn 2 here, movement complete for Blood Angels. Dreadnought's moved out, potential charges across here. I've got no CP left, so no chance of any Overwatch happening. Dreadnought sheltering behind here for now. Its firepower is going to be used in this direction. And then Mike happy enough to sit on this objective with the infantry. They've sat still as well just to max out with their firepower also. Most of the movement though is across the other side of the board, as we shall see. So it's a stretch, but just about hugging the edge of the board here, as able to get onto the board, just staying just over 9 inches away. So Dreadnought's moved out to here. Terminators have arrived here. Hammers ready to smash into this Orc stuff dead ahead. Chaplains with them. Stretched across, able to reach the Sanguinary Guard to help them with their charge. Captain in amongst these units as well. So this is where the Blood Angels will attempt to sweep the Orcs back in that direction. And then to deal with the Orc attack here, towards the Blood Angels' home objective, backing off of the Dreadnought. Wisdom of the Ancients, yeah, it's been played, so granted reroll 1s to help out the Plasma Inceptors that have arrived, and then backing off of the Marines just here as well. Performing actions, I guess, for both of these. Again, yeah, just to continue to bring the points in. Okay, movement done for the Blood Angels. Looking healthy enough here. There's a lot of potential for them this turn. We'll go on to the Psychic phase next. Yeah, Mike's doing it now before he forgets. So commanding oratory being used, you can use it in any phase, so that's been played. That means that Chaplain will now grant a +2 to the charge bubble. It can't be added to the Blood Angels +1, so just a straight +2, but a 7-inch charge. Rerollable with the Chaplain's ability. The units within 6 inches. It's an effective means for getting charges in from Deep Strike. Okay, so Psychic phase next. Here we go, Wings of Sanguinius. You need this one to go ahead, and it does. I will try and deny that. I will turn to the Thousand Suns for help. The artist formerly known as Vij to block this. Yeah, we don't. 6, right? I'll just check for models nearby might give me a bonus. I don't think it's going to be enough, but I'll just double check just in case. Yes, it's not pluses anymore, it's Wild Energy here. If it's 20 or more models within range 12, you get to manifest additional power, which is helpful enough. But so no, that power's not gone ahead. I can't come over, I've got nothing left. No CPs left, so that power goes ahead. So Mike's free to make a 12-inch move with the Dreadnought. So Remus on the move here. I think it's Michael Fryer in charge. Yeah, Michael Fryer, the Phoenix Lord, in charge of this Dreadnought, which is, by a miracle, still alive. So correct us if we're wrong, you can land on top here. He's gained the fly keyword, so we're going to say that the Dreadnought can do that. The ambition is to destroy one unit of guns and then plunge into the next is the idea. And this is quickening, it goes off on an 8, and I can't stop that, so now he's super psyched up. His Tactical Doctrine in play at the moment. Here. Nice. Dreadnought's a pain. This is where they're at their best. Kamikaze charge, then survive, and then go and do something else. Now it's an amplified unit, which could cause absolute havoc. And this is my home objective, and Mike's saying this is one of his secondaries as well. So this Dreadnought wants to be a hero. Already a hero, he's an entombed hero, but seeking to extend his legacy. We'll go on to, well, there's the other Librarian Dreadnought, there's his psychic powers. Yeah, no, Dreadnought fell back from close combat, so no psychic powers from him. Shooting phase next. Invicta Tactical Warsuits can offload everything it has into the lone copter, holding on to the objective. It's quite vital that it's destroyed. It's securing an objective here for the Orcs. So Ramshackle will help with that damage 2 weaponry. So we're looking at a heavy bolter.
Heavy bolter, yeah.
3s. And then 4s to wound. 2. And AP -1. So 5s to block. No. Half destroyed. Next is the auto cannons. 6 shots. With those, needing 3s. Okay, and then 3s to wound. Strength 7. Yeah, you're looking. I know what Mike's doing. He's looking at the Dreadnought here to see if it's in range 6.
No.
Oh. Edge of your vehicle, so it's vehicle to vehicle. It's not necessarily base to base. He's in. Okay, reroll ones. Nice. So those 2 1s can be rerolled. It's helped to get an extra hit. Okay. 3s to wound. Strength 7. Both go through. -1 this time. And blocked 1. So we're still alive with a wound left. So now it's down to the twin iron hour heavy stubbers. 8 shots. Should do it. 3s rerolling 1s. This is helping. Yeah, another hit comes through. And 5s. Quadruple. Nice. It's -1. We're gone. We're destroyed. Target eliminated here. So that's Phoenix Lord slain. Ben Shaw's squad gone. Deathcopters have been picked on in this game.
So just the frag storm.
Yes, that was declared into the Ork boys. Yeah, Fragstorm grenade launcher. 3 shots. It's a blast weapon, but it's a small squad. 3s, rerolling 1s, 5s. That's the one. -1, straight up -1. So a boy slain. Yeah, Blood Angel's on the verge of causing trouble for the Orks. There's 4 Mega Knobs left across there. They're going to be shot at by the Plasma Inceptors. So you can do these in clusters of 2 because of supercharging, the danger of being slain. So the first one is maxing out 6 shots. Small squad that Mike's firing at. So yeah, Mike's doing his shots first, so we'll just line them up like so, running across. This is the number of shots. The next one, maxing out again. Boy, oh boy. And very good, 5 shots on that one. And maxing out again, tons of shots coming through. Okay, so the first one, 6 shots. 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s. Just don't roll a 1, okay, fine. 3s, and then 3s to wound. Nice. Do you know what? I think they're assault weapons, and you're in tactical. It's just going to be an extra AP -1. It could be AP -4, in which case I'll be saving on 6s. Yeah, it's an assault weapon, so it's an extra AP -1. So 6s to try and block. None. It's 2 damage a time. Believe so. Yeah, so it's 1 slain and 2 wounds on another so far. I think Mike's going to get this squad. The next slot to go through is 4 shots.
No, 3.
Sorry, 3, yeah. Rerolling 1s. All hit. 3s to wound. Just the 1. I rolled a Blood Angel's dice and I passed. I like these dice, okay. So block that one. Next one, maxing out with 6 shots. Should do it. This is Ian Pitkin's squad bin. Plasmid here. All hit. Uh-oh. 3s. 3. 6s are good. Double 6. Ooh. Okay, it's enough to slay that wounded model though. Next. It's still on track. 5 shots. Good. And then 3s to wound. All of them, just 3. Okay, well, 3's really good. 6s? No. It's a slain model. And then 1 model left with a wound. And a maxed out Plasma Inceptor to finish him off. The sergeant here. Take out the squad leader. Rerolling 1s. Okay. And 3s to wound. He's gone. I need quadruple 6. Nope. Target destroyed. Well done. Mega Knobs slain. Phoenix Lord removed from the board. It's good shooting from the Blood Angels. So Mike's saying he wants to get a box or 2 of those for his own Blood Angels collection. So you don't run those ones then? You just, yeah, okay. But that might change with Mike's own collection. So the idea was to have deep striking, close combat stuff, but also to have an option to bring in a shooty option to delete the target, perhaps one that can't be reached in close combat. But they've landed there. They've dealt with those. It means the Sanguinary Guard can shift their attention at other targets. So very useful assistance there from the Plasma Inceptors. Yeah, 14 shots. So Sanguinary Guard, next of their firepower. Heirs of Askelion gives them +1 to their hit rolls for shooting and close combat. Rerolling 1s for the captain nearby. This is the perfect combo. All hit except 1. 13 hits. 5s to wound. AP -2 for tactical doctrine. He's firing at the boys. He's going to clear those out of the way. Orc units dropping like flies, yeah. They're dead, they're gone. You've killed them. Yep, with a wound to spare. Nice. Target eliminated. Yeah, shoot into the target that you're not charging.
No, I am charging that target.
You're charging these ones, the home objective, then shoot into them to possibly kill a gun, because you'll slay them in combat. Do it that way. It's up to you, I know,
Yeah.
it's just your choice. So you're going to go that way?
Yeah.
Here it comes, melt a shot. Patron, too late, missed.
No. Yeah.
Okay. Patrons, I hear them screaming, pick me, as maybe next time. So, fell back with the Dreadnought. I think firepower's pretty much done, isn't it? They remain stationary, but I don't know if they've really got a target now. Everything's out of range.
Perform an action anyway.
Doing an action and not paying the points, fine. Okay, so firepower's complete. It's been excellent from the Blood Angels. We're going to charges. This is it. This is the moment of truth. Can these charges go ahead? You'll do better than me in the last the last game. Failed all the charges, but no pressure as we hand over to Mike's dice rolling for charges next. No Overwatch, so you could do this one. This one's nice and easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so going into these guns, the intent is to wipe them out and claim the same objective. I can't Overwatch. Michael Fryer on the move. 1 and a 5. That's okay. Just straight onto there.
Yeah, please.
Okay, just tucking him in like so. Just 2 wounds left, but he'll fight at full effect, plus quickening on top of that as well. So Dreadnought will cause trouble. Right, first charge. Sanguinary Guard going in against the Orc boys. It's 7 inches, re-rollable for the chaplain helping out. Just going to call upon Luke Schwengel. Gold level patron, Imperial player, die hard player here. 7 inches, and he's cooked up an 8.
Yeah.
Plus 2, 10-inch charge. Sanguinary Guard, in they go. Right, Sanguinary Guard going in. Being careful not to get too close to Grog the Whopper, who'd be only too happy to clip their wings. So positioning like so to take on the boys. And then now we've got a corridor, a 7-inch rerollable charge to get into the truck with El Capitan. 8. Wouldn't usually be good enough, but with a plus 2 it is. 10-inch charge, in he goes, nicely down the corridor like so. Okay, breathe Mike, you can breathe now. Next, Terminators. Into the battle wagon and the big mech. Okay, 7-inch rerollable. It's easy. 9 becomes an 11. In they go. And you could throw the chaplain in, why not? If you want to.
Into the Big Mac.
Into the Big Mac, okay. Chaplain going in. 10 becomes 12, and in he goes. Perfection here. All charges going ahead. Blood Angels happy here. Their blood is up. It's okay. Mike can breathe out. I'll breathe in as we prepare for this Blood Angels well-timed assault. Everything's making contact here. This is excellent news. Blood Angels, they are about to deal a deadly, utterly deadly blow here against the Orcs. This could turn very messy indeed. Now look at this. Where is the Orc threat around here? Virtually nothing. We're going to combat resolution. I have no CP left, so no interrupts possible here. Orcs have been caught and about to be hit hard by a vengeful Blood Angels deep striking force. Yeah, we're talking about the situation of the game. The Armour of Contempt rules have given this particular Blood Angels list that little bit extra durability. We've seen it with the ground force here. It's helped keep them alive. And then if you can get that deep strike assault well timed and into combat, it can deliver a deadly blow that can't be recovered from. And that's, I think, the situation we're in here. If these Blood Angels units hit hard, which they will, this could cripple the Orcs and help the Blood Angels onto a victory here. But we'll see. We'll not count our squigs until they've hatched. We'll go. Michael, pick a combat here. Which to choose first? Spot for choice, I think, in this situation. Yeah, so Mike's going to start with the Chaplain, just to see what damage he can do against the big mech in Mega Armour.
Hit on 2.
Hit on 2. Totally cocked dice, that's fine. So that can be re-rolled. Re-rolling 1s for the Captain.
5 for
Or hit, yeah. 2s to wound with the Corrosive Arcanum for Blood Angels on the +1. Okay, the 2 make it through. AP -1, so we'll go to a 3-up armour save. Oh no, come on, fouled both. Nothing I can do about it. Yeah, 2 wounds a time, it's dropping down to 2 wounds left. So Mike will do 1 Terminator to try and finish off the Big Mac, and then the other 4 freed up to fight against the battle wagon here. Now, I've got Fortress, a 5+ invulnerable save to help me out. Right, so Fury of the First on the Terminators. Are they in range of the Captain? Ooh. So 6, I think they are.
Yeah.
They are. All right, reroll ones. 3s to hit rerolling ones. So this is just one of them going after the big mech. Okay. 2s to wound him. 1 comes through. I could survive, yeah. Okay. Paul Cook. He's an Imperial player, but I need his help. Ha! Passed. -2. Yes, because he's not in Assault Doctrine yet, so we have survived. Okay, so he can snap back later on, but now I guess the priority target was the battle wagon, so most of the attacks are going against him. Yeah, 13 attacks coming through. 3s to hit, this will really help, and then rerolling 1s. Okay, a few have missed. Okay. I'm toughness 8, strength 8 with the hammers, so 3s to wound, Blood Angels +1. Take a few away. Okay, 5. -2, so 3 up save becomes a 5 up. I've got the 5+ invulnerable save anyway. 5s are helpful. Yeah. We live. But we take... Oh, no. Oh, no. How many wounds have I got left? I've got 12, and you've caused 12 because you damaged 3. Gone. And there's nothing I can do about it. Anything? Nope. We've got an army of exploding vehicles today. Battle wagon, I wonder how big an explosion that does, but it's detonated here. Oh no. It's going to be D3 at least, and that's going to be bad news for my Big Mac. It is. It's D6 mortal wounds. Here we go. Right. Yeah. My Big Mac. Dead. Your Terminators, take this. 3. Okay, that will kill one of them. Okay, so one of those has been slain in the explosion. Ouch. Chaplain. 5 or a 6 would be great. I'm gonna Patreon this one. Peter Almo. 4. I think he's a 5 wound model, so you can take the wounds there. I think he'll survive. Michael check, but I think he will live. Okay. Here, from the tip of that to the tip of your gun, I think he's in range. Not even going to check. Definitely is.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to easily in, I think.
Yeah.
Yep, alright. 3. 1 wound left. My truck. 5. It was already on damage. Oh, okay, dropping down to 4 wounds left on that. Makes the captain's job a lot easier. This truck across here. 6. How many wounds does that have left?
7.
7. Oh, that's down to a wound as well. A lot of stuff nearly dying across here. Anybody else some mortal wounds? Have kicked out a lot so far. Got tons of mortal wounds being kicked out. Okay. Well, my exploding vehicles, I think, have caused more damage against you than I've done in 2 turns with my whole army here. Okay, we'll remove him from play. He's gone. It was an empty transport, but that's a big dent in the Ork force losing that transport vehicle. I was looking forward to fighting with that one against the Terminators, but no, it's been detonated here by the Blood Angels. Quite cinematic what's taking place. Next combat. Well, Terminators can move. I don't think they're going to move, but they've got a consolidation if they so wish.
No, happy enough.
Happy enough? Right. Next will be Captain.
Yeah.
Nice and straightforward. Okay. So he gets 4 attacks, Space Marines on the charge, and Imperium Sword, so 6 attacks. You can reroll a single hit roll if you so wish. Okay. It's 2s with the Hammer of Baal. It's 2s to wound, rerolling a single wound roll. Ridiculous. All of them. Straight through the armour. And that is 18 wounds. Right. It's like a recycling centre here at the moment for the Orks. All of their vehicles been turned into baked bean cans. Do we detonate? I've done it again. You won't see that very often. Someone's been tinkering my vehicles. Someone's setting booby traps here. So we'll do a product recall, I think, on the on the Ork vehicles. Oh dear. D3 mortal wounds. Well, that's going to make me happy more than you, I think, because of the chaplain's going to go. Yeah, 1 wound was enough to kill him, so he's gone. That's assassination for me. Is it, though? Did I kill him? We'll have to check. Your captain. 3 mortal wounds on him. Oof, ouch. And then the sanguinary guard. Ouch. 3 mortal wounds on them. That'll be a model and a wound on another. My Ork boys. 2 mortal wounds. That's 2 hull models being slain from that squad. And then we'll check. It's range 6. Terminators. 3 mortal wounds. There's another one of them slain. Okay, God. Ridiculous. Triple explosion here in this game. Right. By the skin of his teeth, he's just out. What if he had have been in? He would have survived. Grog's in, though. 2 mortal wounds on him. That's a shame. I wanted to keep him in good shape, but he's been caught in the blast as well. Okay, explosion's resolved. Deadly stuff here. Huge gaps opening up in the Ork lines here, but it's costing the Blood Angels. Everything they're smashing into is blowing up in their face. Yeah, that's Longbow BB there. Phoenix Lord in the heart of the action. Next, Sanguinary Guard against the Ork boys. They're absolute psychos on the charge. The captain's nearby. 3 attacks each. Another attack for Space Marines on the charge. So it's 4 attacks. One of them's been slain, so there's 6 of them fighting. This is a chef's squad here. It's almost not worth rolling the dice. But we shall give them the chance for glory. 2s to hit rerolling 1s. They are reliable in the extreme with their captain nearby. Just the ones missed. And then it will be the Carmine Blades. I wonder if they're +1 strength. I have a feeling they may be. It is +1. It's just 3s for kills of Blood Angels. I'll do. They're gone. Boys destroyed. Grog remains. So you can consolidate into Grog if you want to. No. Okay, worth a try. So they're just standing. It's a standoff here. Heaps of Ork boys slain in front of Grog. Grog beckoning the Golden Angels to advance closer, but they refuse. They'll gather themselves together and fight again another time. Okay, so across the other side, yes, the rampaging Dreadnought in amongst the guns. Yeah, D3 extra attacks for quickening. Yeah, there's just we're looking to see if there's any Space Marine players. Yeah, Dark Angels player if that suits. Dark Angels, yeah, close enough. Dylan Moore. 2 extra attacks, nice. So we're looking at 4 attack space, 2 extra for quickening, Space Marines on the charge, and then also an extra dice. You're going to stick with Dylan Moore? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, so he's going to use the spear. Okay, here it comes. I think we can get the wipe out here. Looking for 3s. 2 have failed. 2s to wound. Just need gone. Grots removed here. And Savage Ferocity. They don't blow up. We'll just quietly remove them from play. And the Grots will scatter. They'll go home early. That's the end of them. And the Squig. Come on. You gotta go. Okay. So you can occupy that objective or turn about and tap into the guns. No. You can't. He needs the objective for secondaries. Yeah. Got it. Okay, so sit where you are. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so combat's resolved. So we will fight back with a truck with 4 wounds left. No, he is dead. I don't know why that truck's still there. It blew up. Okay, we'll roll to see for the models inside. The truck will not fight back. So I'm not striking back with anything. Well, that's rare. I have 0 to fight back with it. This is how efficient the Blood Angels have been at slaughtering the Orks. It's butcher's work here by the Blood Angels. We'll see what models emerge from the truck. That's Knobs inside there, and Gut Ripper, and then we'll calculate points here. But it's been an excellent turn from the Blood Angels for sure. Okay, so lost 2 models disembarking from there. So a squad of 3 Knobs now, and Gut Ripper's disembarked. So my 2 war bosses are still alive. There they are, poised and ready to charge. The idea was to send them in as support for the rest of my army, but the rest of my army's gone. They're just going to have to go in by themselves. We'll calculate points at the end of turn 2 for the Blood Angels here as we finish off this turn. Right, so points picked up. It's been a surge here for the Blood Angels. The secondaries have been achieved. Blood and Guts was one of them. Capturing the enemy objective was another. And destroying 3 units And it's a control of 3 objectives, destroying 3 enemy units and capturing the home objective for the Orks, and that's all been done. So 15 points coming in for that. Another 4 points coming in for holding on to 2 objectives, performing actions on them with the incursors, and then 10 points for primaries as well. That's catapulted the Blood Angels to 43 points to 20. They have a clear lead, and they have advantage as far as damage is concerned as well. More damage has been done with Ork vehicles blowing up than actual damage in close combat, so and with shooting. So it's a good round here for the Blood Angels. We'll go on to turn 3 for the Orks. It's not over yet. I've got some characters across here. There's a deep striking Death Dread to arrive. You have some guns remaining. Sergeant Zog still on the board, so plenty of characters remain. The downside is we are on no primaries. That will hurt the Orks. Something needs to change. We will try and do some damage here. We are lined up to charge it now. No CP left, so we'll get to strike first this time. We've got to make a big impact though. We'll go on to turn 3 next for the Orks. Alright, so turn 3 for the Orks. We haven't given up yet. Actually, we've pulled ourselves together. There's a chance for a bit of revenge here. The downside is primaries. We're working on that to try and recover that situation. So, secondaries then. Extend battle lines. Need to control the home objectives. We're going to go after that and then control an objective in no man's land. Attempting target. Mike nominated this objective in no man's land. Hence, we've landed there to try and capture that. And raise the banner. Low on resources, but that's something potentially we could do on a future turn. Possibly. So, movement then. Deep striking in with him. He's going to go after objectives. Worth 5 points for us. We've landed him there. There's the potential to push on later in that direction. The guns have started dragging them back around in this direction. The bikers have swung around to try and help. Well, they have now claimed this objective and to take on the Dreadnought. Advanced move made with the boys and with the Psyker, the weird boy. The damaged truck with 1 wound left is headed off across in this direction. And then over on the other side, the 3 knobs with the big choppers, they're going to go after the captain. Garipa's going to go after the Terminators, and Grog the Whopper moving across to take on the Sanguinary Guard. So we've got some kind of answer here for these units that have landed. We'll go on to Psychic phase next. So we need the biggest comeback in history here for the Orks. So we'll go for Smite. This is my sneaky smitical plan across here. So we'll see if we can make this go off. Come on, weird boy, do your thing. It's okay, it's a 6 and a 1. 7. So you can now try and counter block. Needing an 8. Got an 8! Oh, you're right. Nothing I can do. No, there's not enough models. There's not 20 models within range for a second power. So that's it. That's phase 1 of my plan thrown out of the window. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Right, bikers, normal move, haven't advanced. 30 shots from the 3 models. It's the most wasteful use of ammunition of any faction, but there's the hits coming through. And then we're looking for 5 to wound. 2 saves of 3+. You should survive, but here it comes. No pressure. Passed. Okay, so Dreadnought still survives. This thing will not die. Got to be sensible. I was going to fire off across there. We'll declare. Yeah, both bubbles into the Dreadnought. Okay, what type of bubble is it? Oh, that could be a dirty bubble. Sorry. Dense bubble is what I meant. Here. 1 shot. Right, so we'll go for... Drew Gums here is a Cadians player. They like their artillery. Missed. Oh, okay, next, what type of bubble is it? It's another dense bubble. So we'll go Samuel Penanuri for this one. It's a single shot weapon. Got our hit. Finally. Right, we'll try and wound here. So we're looking at strength 8 on the dense bubble. No, it's strength 10. Wounded. AP -4 on this. It's super dense. Becomes -3. A 6 up to block. There is 1 patron left. He's a Space Marine player. It's Tyler Summers. You need a 6. The ultimate hero if this is passed, but surely not. Surely yes. Typical. I knew that was coming. Unbelievable. Right, okay, Dreadnought still survives. Will not die. Refuses to die here. Legendary stuff. Continuing on. We'll get him in combat, hopefully. Just because he's causing absolute havoc here amongst the Orks. Okay, so firepower's done. No firepower from that. They're all advanced. That advanced. The Ripper. We'll put He moves. He's going to put rockets and big shooter into the dreadnought. So 2 shots with the shooter. Missed. And then the rocket, D3. 2 shots. A 6 and we'll be happy. Nope. Missed. It's 5s to hit, -1 because it's heavy. Infantry on the move. So no hits coming through from there. As Grog, with the little Grok gunner, he made a normal move, so he's going to put a few daiquiri shots into the dreadnought to try and finish that off. Can you check? I don't think I am, but just see if we're in range 18 for that one. I am. Okay. So that means we'll get 5 shots. It is actually, it's modelled as a Grok gunner, and it is actually a Grok gunner as well. +1 to the hit roll, so we'll be hitting on 4s. 5 shots. 2. There's 1 wound left on this dreadnought. 5s to wound. No. Tried to reach it with a bit of shooting. No. And I think that's firepower complete. It's not so good here for the Orks. We're going to charges next. Right, charges have taken place, all according to plan. There were some shaky moments of some dreadful dice rolls, but we were close enough. Grog the Whopper, for example, rolled a +1 for his charge, but he was just over an inch away, so he's made it in. Orks stumbling here, but they've managed to get themselves into combat. There's a potential to do well. We're against quite tough targets, though. We'll pick a combat. There's no interrupts can take place. I'll start here. I'll just try and get rid of this dreadnought. It is. It's a slaughter here. Imagine the heaps of dead around this area. Right, so we're going to try and go for Zog. 3 attacks, +1 on the charge for the Warg, which rolls over onto the following turn. Hit on 4s, 6s are great. Oh boy, 2. Okay. 3s to wound. 1 makes it through. I will... Oh, come on, this is painful. I'll command reroll this one. Okay, those 2 have gone through. Now these are AP -3, +1, so 2 saves of 5+. It's damage 2, but Dreadnought roll makes it damage 1. Mike has to pass just 1 of these to survive. He has passed 1. But we have caused a wound. Finally, the other boys here. Okay. 6s are great. We get none. 5s to wound. VIP -1, but that's ignored because of Armour of Contempt. A wound comes through. A single save of 3+. No pressure.
No CP here.
No CP left. No, we're both drained here. 2. He's gone. Does he explode? No, he does not. Okay. Finally. Dreadnought removed. Orks have secured their home objective. So that's the potential the Librarian Dreadnoughts have. Some games they just get picked off straight away, no one save. Other times they survive and they go on to cause all sorts of trouble. That's the perfect example of the potential that they have. Points-wise, he killed 200 points of Copters. He killed this squad here, which was 90 points for Bubbles. So he's 290 points and he's a 150 point model. Very, very good indeed. And tapping out stuff and causing trouble as well. So very good innings from Remus, the Dreadnought. Yeah, Romulus is still alive. He's got 4 wounds left. He's across the other side. It's over there. Okay, so we'll pick another combat. There's 3 to choose from. Yeah, Mike's reminded me of... We'll go Grog here. Mike's reminded me of a rule that I always forget. -1 to hit the Sanguinary Guard. So that will affect Grog as he fights. But first we'll roll a dice 2 up. Just about. D3 mortal wounds. This is the crushing armor. 3 mortal wounds. That'll kill 1 that's wounded and remove another from play. Just as he shoulder barges into that squad. Nice. Good work, Grog. And then 5 attack space, +1 on the attack for the Warg. He usually gets a few 6s. He needs them now more than ever before. Quadruple 6. Oh, hang on, careful. Yeah, all hits. Right, we're all good. 2s to wound. He is a whopper of a boss. I'm sorry, but that's 7. AP -3 with the relic that he has, the big whopper. Chopper, whatever it is. 7 come through, AP -3. +1 to the armor save, -2. So 4 ups to block here. It's damage 2 every time. Need a good roll to keep this squad on the board. Grog the Whopper says... Does he say wipe out?
Yeah.
Yep, he does. He's done it again. Mike has a personal. They've been on the channel for a short time, but already has a hatred developing for Grog the Whopper. He's been a menace in every game. He was slamming into your Necrons, wasn't it, causing trouble? Yeah, yeah. Grog makes his mark once again. So I'll leave him where he is. You can figure out how to deal with him. That's Lucas Brown in command of him. But an excellent head-bopping chopping from Grog the Whopper. Yeah, 3 knobs next. Now, it's a cheap 105 point unit. They've been knocked down to just 3 models left, but that's the attacks that they get. 3 base and an extra attack because of the continuing warg. They're on +1 to the hit rolls with the big choppers because of Grog nearby. No 6s though, shame, but that's the hits, which is good. It's 10 hits. I think I'm wounding you on 2s. Yeah, all of them except 1. Now this is nasty stuff here. I've got a feeling though, your armor save is going to be 2 up. No, this is a discussion about Armor of Contempt here. So you don't get it unless you've got a Storm Shield. Sorry, if you've got a Storm Shield, you don't get it. So ignore Armor of Contempt. He gets +1 to his armor save though, but I'm AP -1. So 2 up becomes 3 up. It is 3s, and that's quite significant here. So we're looking at 9. Yeah, 9 saves. The captain's probably going to fall here unless there's an exceptionally good roll made. Just too many hits coming through. Oh. Any CP left?
3 reroll.
You do get the 3 reroll. Yes, you do. Still failed. Damage 2. He's gone. Oh, by an absolute whisker. There's nothing you can do. There's no built-in feel, no pain, nothing. No, he's gone. Captain Lazarus brought down just about. That's Longbow BB. Just about brought down by the knobs. Okay, so they've cleared out that unit here. Orks with a sting in the tower, yeah. Okay, and then the Ripper. Could he do enough to take out the Terminators? Right, the Ripper next. Now, he's gone against a tougher target with the Invuln save, but that's the idea, was to send him in because he has the potential to do damage against them. 6 attacks, 5 attacks base, +1 for the Warg. Hitting on 2s because he's got the Killer Claw Relic. 6 is great. Yuck. That's because he's fighting with one eye over his shoulder, watching the Grog. Bit of jealousy there from the Ripper. Just the 2 hits. But no panic because of our Warlord trait. That we'll get those back again. 2s to wound. And that goes into that pile like so. 1 wound's come through so far. Then we go to our Warlord trait. Anything that didn't reach the inflicted damage step, we then get as attacks, which then all hit. Which 4 wounds come through, like so. Now, 4+ invulnerable saves. It's a straight 3 damage.
Ooh.
So be careful. Should survive at least with 1 model. And does survive with 2. It's going to be Sergeant versus Gut Ripper here. So that's Amy Almo's squad fighting away. One of the Phoenix Lords. Okay.
So, 4s now.
Yeah. I've just looking around. That's it. All in all, deadly enough from the Orks. They've kicked back hard here. Now, with the Sergeant. I'm wondering if you get an extra attack. I think you do. Savage Echoes kicks in. It's turn 3.
Oh, okay.
So add another attack in here. Nice, that's helped. 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through. I'll take a 5+ invulnerable save here for the Ripper. I need to pass one of these, otherwise there's trouble. Oh, please. Oh, new codex. I think. 7 wounds. Nope. We are dead. Yeah, that's Chris Kabisky. We've died.
I'm sorry, Chris.
That's okay. I don't know why I'm apologizing. I'm not Chris, but yeah, no, he's gone. So the Ripper charges in, and where would he hide now? It's he would bury his head in the sand and refuse to take part any further in the battle with just his body sticking out, hoping that the Blood Angels will ignore him, but that's not good. Ripper's removed from play and is out of the game. Sergeant Defiant there, shield held high, blocking the Ripper's attacks, and objective has been secured. Tactically, Orks have done damage, but tactically that is a problem. We haven't cleared and held that objective, which is a shame for the Orks here. Okay, that marks the end of the turn, I think, because all the combat's resolved. No morale anywhere.
No.
Well, there is for the Terminators, but I don't think you can fail. Just 2 casualties, so it'll be fine. Yeah, even if you roll a 6. Okay, we'll calculate points here. Orks, they've got some board control back again, but numbers are depleted. Blood Angels have a turn in hand. Some very potent units stacked over in this corner. Okay, so points coming in for secondaries. 2 secondaries completed, and then we'll keep raise the banners in action with an infantry unit to perform. I think that's still quite doable. So we'll keep that one and draw 2 fresh ones next turn. With the points coming in, we have now picked up enough points to take us to 35. So Blood Angels are ahead. They've got a turn in hand. It's 43 points to 35. Even the kickback here from the Orks, it may well be that Blood Angels have done enough to get ahead and stay ahead in this fight. But we do need to go on to their turn 3. The battle's not resolved. Orc war bosses, one Orc war boss still remains standing, and Mike will not want the game to finish at this point. It must carry on. There is a chance to try and bring down the Whopper. We'll go on to turn 3 next for the Blood Angels. So we're on turn 3 for the Blood Angels. If Ripper was a war boss in Mega Armor, he would have survived. It's 7 wounds for the Whopper. He's taken 2, so he's got 5 left. He is hard as nails, so do what you can, but Whopper won't be brought down too easily here. We'll let the Blood Angels make their move. Alright, so movement here on turn 3 for the Blood Angels. Defend Stronghold, Storm Hostile Objective, Investigate Site are the secondaries in play. Holding position across here of these 2. Happy enough to anchor that objective for now. Librarian Dreadnought here, Plasma Inceptors moving forwards. Moved with these a little bit, not too far.
No.
Not moved at all. Okay. And then again, anchoring objectives here with the incursors and then performing actions on there as well, just to harvest more points coming through. And the Dreadnought swinging around. Looks like it's toe-to-toe here at long range with the Death Dread. Okay, so that's movement done. Psychic phase next.
Yeah, and because if I get him dead, he's a massive threat.
It's Blood Angels. The speed, there's not enough time or speed to try and cleanse the board of the Orks. So ahead on points, stay ahead on points, and keep dangerous targets away and see the game through to victory is the idea, I think, at this stage, because the main attack has gone, and so it's just ground forces left. The units that we thought would be the most vulnerable in this game are the ones that have endured. Mm-hmm. But that's the way it's worked out in this particular fight. Okay, so
we're doing Smite first.
Smite. To try and get rid of Grog the Whopper.
So
11 would be good. 5 just about goes off. He's kept the Librarian Dreadnought away, so there's no denial. And it's 2 mortal wounds, which we'll take. So dropping down to 3 wounds left. Yeah, I'll leave it. It's not worth the powers. No further powers coming through. But putting some valuable wounds onto Grog. Shooting phase next. Yeah, the reason why... I was wondering if Mike was going to push the Marines through, but he's saying there's no point. There's guns here, and he's using the footprint of the terrain just to keep them safe. There's no point in exposing them unnecessarily to extra firepower, and they're already lined up and in range nicely to shoot at Grog, which will be 6 to wound the brute beast because of Arda's nails, but the shots will come through. Much of it will bounce off the armor, but every wound counts it. So I've spun the model round. He's taunting them. Blood Angels will not go near him though.
3s.
Yeah, 3s for hits. 6 for wounds, followed by a 2-up armor save. Grog the Whopper. I just couldn't bear to part with Ripper, so just ran 2 war bosses instead. 6 for wounds. There's a few.
Just a 3.
3. Yeah, 2 6s and a 5. Utter defiance from him. And he's in cover as well. Okay. Right, next. Firepower, something heavier in caliber. Plasma Inceptors.
Yeah.
Okay. So, correct us if we're wrong. We're in the crater. Crater or ruin, it's light cover. We're on +1 to our armour save as well for the crushing armour. And we're starting on 2+. So 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, then becomes 4s and 3s, even against the heavy plasma weaponry. So, yeah, 5 of them. This is number of shots. So 3 on the first. Michael will write the number of shots first of all. Wisdom of the Ancients is in play again, just to grant the reroll ones. Okay, and max now on that one.
And the last one.
So I've taken 4 wounds in total. 2 successes will kill him.
So,
Here we go.
3.
3s for hits. You're all in ones. Strength 8. 3s to wound. 4s to wound for Ada's nails. 1 comes through. 4+ invulnerable save. You're surely going to get me. Blocks that one though. Ha! Next. Next. 3s. Oh, slain. He laughs. Further torment here. 3 wounds come through. Oh no, I'm saying I'm taking invuln saves. I'm taking 3 up armour saves. Pass those as well. Mike was saying he's looking forward to fighting against the Orks to get revenge against Grog, but so far it's not happening. Okay. No! Another 1 slain. Oh dear. 4s to wound. Double Blood Angel symbol. Ah! Failed! Help! Nothing left. No CP. Oh, you got him. Ah, revenge is sweet. Ah, he's gone. Take him off. Ah, just about. Lucas Brown. We stood there defiant against half of Blood Angel's army, absorbing firepower here, but no, finally brought down. Okay, so Grog removed from play. Finally, he's gone. That's another Phoenix Lord gone as well. Is there any Phoenix Lords left on the board? There's one. Romulus, which is Devon. Devon Matthews. Is that it? Oh, Amy Elmo Sargent across here.
Yeah.
And nothing for the Orks. No, all our top characters and units are gone. Okay, anything else as far as shooting? Yeah, there is some. There's plenty actually. There's the 2 Invictus Tactical Warsuits, which should be dead, usually in games, but Mike's kept them alive. Yeah, just going to try and flush out the knobs here.
No, that's it wrong. 5 because there's 1 left.
Yes, because of the damage, yeah, 5s. Okay.
Strength
4s. Sorry, 5s.
4. Oh, 1.
Passed because of cover and because of knob armor, which is 4+.
Heavy boulder. Nope.
Missed, yeah, okay. 6 shots with the auto cannon. 4 5s. Brilliant. 5 5 and 6 6. 3s to wound. 3 make it through. -1, +1 for cover. 4s. Foul 2. It's damage 2. I think we're 3 wounds a time with knobs, so that means that 1 model will be slain. No, shame. Mega knobs are 3 wounds. They're only 2. So finish him off with 8 shots. In 5s. You could do it 5s to wound. Yeah, 1. We're going to survive. Yeah, with 1 wound left. Right, going into this. Now, the Death Dread with firepower from the other Dreadnought. This one's striking better. Heavy Bolter, 3s. 5s to wound.
Nope.
Nothing. Okay, we're toughness 7. So 6 shots with the autocannon. 3s is good. 4s to wound. Damage 2 will be damage 1. Ramshackle on this thing. 4s, there's a 4. 1 wound taken. Okay, and then the Ironhower Heavy Stubbers. It's got 7 wounds left. 3s for hits. Yeah, just checking outside of Wisdom of the Ancients. And then 5s to wound. And it'd be AP -1. Quadruple 6 and a 5. Some strange dice rolling in this game. Taken, yeah, 3 wounds from that. That was really good. Down to 4 wounds left. It's well worth doing. And 18, I think that was checked when you moved, yeah. So in range, D6 shots. Just chipping away the wounds, 5 shots. This is with the Frag Storm grenade launcher. 3s. 5s.
No.
Nothing. Okay. Alright, shooting's finished. Mike's got a charge across here. I would do it. Send the sergeant in just to finish off the knob.
So 7 to 6.
Yep, for the Blood Angels +1. Okay, we've got a combat. Like so. Okay. And that's it. So we'll go straight on to combat resolution. 3 attacks base for the sergeant. Space Marines on the charge and Savage Echoes for another one. 5 attacks, hitting on 4s. This is the Amy Elmo sergeant. Strikes the target well. 2s to kill. Oof, 2 1s and a 2, but it's enough. Yep, knob can go. Removed from play. Okay, we'll calculate points here at the end of the turn. Blood Angels, no doubt, will keep the points flowing in, stay well ahead of the Orks. Okay, gonna get rid of 2 of the. Yeah, 2 secondaries going to go. 1 Defend Stronghold was picked up, 5 points. 4 points picked up for as performing actions again objectives. They've raked in 12 points between themselves, those 2 squads, so it's happy enough just to help the Blood Angels bring those points in. So 62 points to 35 here. I think the Orks have lost, but I want to charge him in, so we'll go. Yeah, Mike says yes. We'll go on to turn 4 for the Orks next. Okay, so Ork turn 4. Raise the banner, which we're going to try and do. Secure no man's land and defend stronghold, all quite good. I use my CP to replace, to instantly swap out no retreat, no surrender. It's quite constrictive, that one, because we're immediately moving off an objective, so we dumped that and got defend stronghold instead. Orkimatic pistons, whatever they're called, extra 3-inch move, so 9-inch move moved out with him, as we hope to get him into close combat, moving around to perform our action on this objective. Bikers advance across in this direction. Guns pulled round, we've now reclaimed the objective with them. And the truck made an advance move across there just to deny that objective to the Blood Angels. So Mike's now on the control of 2. The idea is to try and sweep the Blood Angels away from that one to knock down the points for primaries here. Orks, I think they've lost, but we'll press on with them to try and close the gap for the scoreline in this game. Psychic phase next. Psychic phase finished, just smite. Across there, 2 mortal wounds, so model removed from play. Shooting phase next. So shooting phase, yes, bubbles here, but ineffective. 1 fired at the Dreadnought, which you could see the fist sticking out, and the other one fired at the infantry, but no damage at all coming through. These other units advance, so Daka weapons not available. We'll go on to charges next. Yeah, so charges, he's gone ahead, he's made his charge quite comfortably on an 8. 3 attacks base, 4 Dreadclaws. He's goths as well, so 6s are good. Looking for 3s. No, wipeout, potentially a wipeout. 2s to wound at strength 11. They've all wounded. AP -3 becomes AP -2. For Armour of Contempt, it's damage 3. So 5 pluses. Need to pass at least 1 on 4 dice. You just need to pass with 1, and your objective's secured. So just don't. You did pass 1. Where is it? Oh, there. Okay. It means you'll have to sacrifice the sergeant to keep the model in play. Yeah, that's holding the objective. But that's defied us from taking that objective and denying that objective, which means that Mike will, unless you roll a 6 for morale, will hold on to that objective and get 10 points instead of 5 for primaries. Attacks back, yeah. 5. 4. Yeah. 3s. 4s to wound. Yeah. Passed. Just about, actually, because you're Assault Doctrine -1, and then Paired Combat Knives further -1, but we do pass on a 5. Okay. Anything else? No. Turn comes to an end. Yeah, 1 roll left. Morale test. Don't roll a 6. Yeah, he's rolled a 6. CP reroll? No! Oh dear. Take the model away. Oh dear. There's been a lot of don't roll a certain result in this game, and it's don't explode, and there's loads of extreme dice rolling taking place. Okay, so we'll calculate points. Yeah, a bit of a shift here. Orks have done a bit better. Okay, so we have closed the gap to some degree. Again, Mike has a turn in hand. 62 points to 55 now. 2 secondaries picked up. 10 points for primaries as well. So nice. It's 20 points picked up this turn. So just need to go on to your turn, put the game beyond the reach of the Orks, and take it as a victory here. But not by much. As far as model counts are concerned, both sides have hammered each other hard now. Damage coming in heavy on both sides. Not much left for either army, but enough, we reckon, for the Blood Angels to see the game through for an Imperial victory. We'll go on to turn 4 next for the Blood Angels.
Stand battle lines.
Yeah, let's bring it down overwhelming firepower. Great cards here. We reckon the game's way beyond the Orks. There's no chance and no point in carrying on with them. So we'll end the game at this point. Blood Angels, we'll sort of calculate points that would have come through to give you an idea. But Blood Angels maintained a lead with that deadly assault. They kept it throughout the game despite stubborn Ork resistance at times. But Blood Angels, well done to Mike here, preserving the ground force, a patient work with them. Some decent surgical strikes that we saw, especially with that Dreadnought coming through. It was an excellent assault taking place. A well-timed, well-coordinated and well-executed deep strike attack coming through. It's given Mike a flavour of how to use that potentially for future games, and hit the Orks so hard they never quite got back up again during the game. So a good victory here, good solid win for the Blood Angels. It's never going to be light casualties, is it? No. It's always going to be a costly battle, but victory has been won. Yes, it's close enough. We've calculated what points would have come through for cards I would have drawn. Overwhelming firepower, no good. No prisoners, no good. Area denial, yes. And then Mike's cards that he would have achieved. Primaries that he would have picked up. So 45 points maxing out quite comfortably for primaries for the Blood Angels. For secondaries, picked up a total of, with another 2 points coming in for them, harvesting more points at the back, 87 points to Blood Angels. For the Orks, we were good enough on secondaries. That interruption for primaries made a dent, but totaling that all together gave us 75. So 75 points to 87. A tight enough score in the end. Your attack did need to be successful. It did need to disrupt the Orks because they were still managing to keep the points flowing in. So that early board control that we saw from the Orks, that had to be disrupted by the Blood Angels. That's exactly what happened, and it helped the Imperium edge a win here against the Orks. Lessons have been learnt, I think, by both sides. There's nothing better than actually playing the games to practice and learn tactics here, both for your own army and then potentially what the opponent can do with their force as well. We're gearing up for the league. I think there's a number of armies now are raring to go, including the Orks and the Blood Angels. So look forward to seeing these two forces appear in the league once it gets going, which should be very soon indeed. But in this particular fight, a friendly battle between these two forces, it is the Blood Angels that won. Orks will rally themselves here. The two war bosses will pick themselves up and vow to bring down their foe. We'll see what happens. We'll keep a lookout for more games, or do keep a lookout for more games on the channel, both on YouTube and then over on YouTube channel membership as well. If you want to support the channel, enjoy more content, more battle reports and exclusive videos, then do consider becoming a channel member. Link for that in the video description below. And also on the channel homepage, just click the join button and join us for more fun and fighting here on the channel. Great game. Thanks for watching, and we'll call out Patreons at silver level, which is anonymous: Darren Gardner, Denny Wright, William Schwarz, William Ross Caldwell and Zachary Lee. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. Keep a lookout for more battle reports, more content on the channel. Thanks for watching. And no units of the game we need to do next. We'll discuss this one, which units have done the best.
Suicide mission and survived.
Yeah, no, don't. It's Mike's put the model on the board here. It's the Remus. Romulus, yeah, it was Remus. In command was Michael Fryer. That Dreadnought, excellent There for the Blood Angels, the early strike went well, very well indeed. Pushed on, survived somehow, got in amongst the guns and caused big trouble, and then refused to die defiantly on the home objective. So one-man army, a one Dreadnought army, performing very well indeed. For the Orks, we'll pick on another walking Dreadnought. It was Grog, the Whopper, refusing to die. A similar sort of situation, and punching well above. No, I wouldn't say above his weight, because he's a hefty thing, but he killed a good number of models. Well, he wiped out the Sanguinary Guard, so impressive enough from him. Shoulder barged a few of them to the ground, then lopped off the heads of the others, and then cried defiantly against the Blood Angels line, absorbed a ton of firepower in his chest, eventually being overwhelmed, but Grog eventually was brought down. That's units of the game for both sides. Keep a lookout for more videos on the channel. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.